Hey everyone, it's Cyber here, and as you saw in the title of this video, I've created the next update for Piggy. Well, not actually, but a concept update in fact, and that being a plushie campaign, just like the Mr. P and AJ Alpaca campaigns, where it gave us rewards at certain milestone sales, with of course, a different theme, prizes, and a plushie. So I present to you, drumroll please, the Ryder Page plushie campaign. As you see, I've drawn art of what I think a Ryder Page plushie would look like. Of course, I inspired it by the AJ Alpaca plush. I actually originally drew this on paper and then traced it over digitally and added its color. And the theme for this campaign is, well, the warehouse, since that is basically where we've seen Ryder Page, and that's where they make the robots for the company he works for, the protection services do mechanics and machines. Now let's move on to the rewards of the campaign. There are a total of 5 rewards, just like the previous campaigns. The first milestone reward, which will be unlocked at around 150 purchases, is a build mode event, which I present to you, the Radio Radar Detector. This was inspired by one of the robots from AJ's banner, which is the bunny robot with what it seems to have a radio on its torso. So, I recreate the head and torso and place it on top of a base stand. Now, for what it does, well, it detects the Piggy and where they are. As you can see here, you click on a proximity prompt and it will start beeping and rotating its head, detecting for the Piggy. And after a few seconds, it will point its head to where Piggy is located, highlighting and placing a notifier over Piggy, kind of like their alarm trap. Now, since this is a build mode event, the player can of course choose how long it can take to detect Piggy, and it can also be used for the decoration. Next, the second milestone, unlocked at 300 purchases, is the Oil Canister ability, a custom ability that will cost around 8 energies. Since this is a warehouse, I'm sure to use oil for some of the machinery to run on. Now, this ability is pretty unique, and what it does is that the player drops the canister and it will spill out oil all over the floor. And if the Piggy walks over the oil, they will be slowed down and have a slippery effect while walking. This effect will last for about 5 seconds. Here's some gameplay footage. I think this ability will be pretty useful if the bot is right behind you, or if you're just trying to get as far away from Piggy as possible. Let me know what you guys think about this ability. Will you guys use it? Now, the next milestone, unlocked at 450 sales, is an alternative skin for the prototype, this being a chef robot. You can actually see this character in the Hello Employee tape when Ryder Page is discussing to the viewer about nutrition and stuff. You can see him in the back right there. He also appears on AJ Fry's banner, along with the other robots. Now, I know the prototype skin resembles a pig, but it's technically just a robot and not an actual animal. So this robot can basically resemble anything, plus they both have wheels. Making the model was not too hard since I basically just recreated the same design of the chef from AJ's banner and the tape, and added a bit of my own custom details on it, especially when it came to making the wheels. Here's his animations and some of the gameplay footage. That was the skin. Let me know what you guys think about it. Anyways, next up is the 4th milestone, which is actually one of my favorites. Unlock the 600 sales is a custom trap in which I call the Boxer Bot. This is a custom robot in which I took a bit of inspiration and got the idea from that robot that punched Ryder Page when he said,
"Hit me."
The animal it resembles is actually a mole, but it kinda looks like a squirrel in my opinion. This trap will cost about 9 energies to place, and once it is placed, it will have a bit of a short range around it. Once the player gets in that range, it will turn towards the player and give them a punch which pushes them back and stuns them for about a few seconds. And then, it can give another punch after about a 7 to 8 second recharge. This trap can be pretty useful if you're right behind the player and they accidentally get close to this trap, pushing them towards you. Here's some more gameplay footage plus its animations. And now, the moment in the video you've all been waiting for, the final milestone. Unlock the 750 sales is, you probably guessed it, the Ryder Page quest, in which it awards the Ryder Page skit, or should I say, the Ryder Bot, or Ryder Robot, or Robotic Ryder Page, I don't know. This skin is actually not Ryder Page himself, but the soon-to-be robotic replica of him as seen in the trailer and in this teaser. You guys can tell the difference since the robot Ryder has a larger forehead. I went all out in making the skin, resulting in taking me a few days to model and animate. I took a little bit of inspiration from this robot Ryder art. Shout out to this guy. As you can see, most of his skin and face is peeled off, revealing his animatronic insides. And here's his animations and gameplay footage. Those are all the 5 rewards for the Rider Page plush campaign concept, and the concept update entirely. I think they all turned out really great, and making this entire concept definitely was fun to make and work with. Let me know which one of these rewards were your favorites, and tell me what other Piggy concepts I should work on in the future. Let me know in the comments. If you guys have enjoyed these concepts and would like to see more in the future, please consider subscribing and dropping a like. Oh, and also tap the notification bell too so you won't miss out on any of my future uploads. Thank you all for watching, and with that being said, I'll see you all in the next one. Cyber, out.